Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Barry, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all a new journey that I'm on to improve my health. So I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago, and my blood work was fairly good, but there were some things that I needed to work on, including my A1C. It was definitely a little bit elevated. So I did have the tough conversation with my doctor about weight loss and tools that would help me with my weight loss. Of course, I turned 40 last year, and so again, the things that, I've been trying to do, or the things that would have worked in my 20s and my 30s, aren't just really cooperating with my 40-year-old body right now. So I did have that conversation with her about what I could do to kind of not speed up the process, but just give me a tool and something I could use that could assist me with getting this weight off and getting my numbers under control. So we came to the conclusion that Mounjaro would be the best option for me. I did start Mounjaro 2.5 milligram on Wednesday, July 30th. I have my notes in front of me on Wednesday, July 30th. And it has been a month since I've been on that dosage. So I've had 4 doses, which is 4 weeks worth of shots. And I've had some pretty good progress. So I'm going to tell you all week by week kind of what my progress was. Like I said, I started on Wednesday, July 30th, was very nervous. I took the shot first thing in the morning before I ate or drank anything. Didn't really have any side effects though. I was nauseous for about 5 minutes as soon as I took the shot. I don't know if it was my nerves or what, but I was immediately nauseous. It lasted for about 5 minutes. I drank a bunch of water. I was good to go. I took that shot in my thigh on the right side. And again, my doctor did recommend taking it in the thigh because that is the place that seems to have the most or the least amount of side effects. So that's what I did. And that's really the only side effect that I had. So my first week, like I said, my first injection was Wednesday, July 30th. That next week, right before I took my shot the morning of, I did weigh myself. And y'all, I was down 13.6 pounds. Now, I know, don't come for me in the comments saying it's water weight and things like that. Absolutely, I believe that's what it was. I also did just completely revamp the way I was eating, okay? I started tracking every single calorie that I put into my mouth. And some nights, I will say in that first week, I just wasn't hungry. I was busy doing a little moving, and so I was very busy. I was drinking a lot of water. I was trying to get as much protein in as possible, but I was doing a lot of moving and I wasn't really thinking about eating, which was great for me because as someone who has struggled with obesity their whole entire lives, I've lost and gained weight multiple times. Food is constantly on my mind. What am I going to eat? What am I going to eat tomorrow? What am I going to eat tonight? So, excuse me, not having that food noise was absolute bliss for me. So the first week I was down 13.6 pounds. The next week Aunt Flo came to see me, okay? She was here and she was right on time, I will say. But what I did notice was when I did get my cycle, it did not last as long as it normally did, and it wasn't as intense. Again, I don't know if it had anything to do with the shot. I'd only taken 1 dose of the shot, or maybe 2 during that time, but it was very mild. I was very pleased. I was not balled up in a corner like I normally would be, so I was happy with that. So that second week, I only lost 0.4 pounds, which again, with some bloating and water retention and things like that, I was still happy with that because altogether I had lost 14 pounds in 2 weeks, and that's just crazy. So the third week when I weighed in, I was down 4.8 pounds, which again, it was like, okay, I'm back on track. I'm back in this thing. And then the fourth week, I was down 2.8 pounds. And then as of today, which it's actually the 2nd of September, but when I wrote this sticky note, it was about maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I was down another 0.6 pounds. So altogether, I had lost 22.2 pounds after being on Mounjaro 2.5 milligram for 4 weeks. Now, that is amazing. The number that I've seen on the scale, I literally had not seen in years. Again, throughout those first 30 days, that first month, I really didn't have a lot of side effects. Every now and then, like a wave of nauseousness would come over me, but again, I would drink water and I would try to walk or just do some movement, and that would go away. The other thing that was very constant was the constipation. The girlies was not lying when they said make sure that you prioritize fiber in your diet as well. So I do have fiber supplements. I've also tried to start incorporating more fiber-rich foods like dragon fruit, kiwi, stuff like that, to kind of naturally get my, get the movement in my body. Again, I do take a few supplements as well, but I don't feel way down. I just know, like, mentally, like, I haven't used the bathroom today, or I haven't used the bathroom in a couple of days. So, and that that mentally kind of bothers me, but I don't feel way down like, something is wrong there. So I did take the Mounjaro 2.5 for 4 weeks. I did switch jobs, which means an insurance company changed. So I am still waiting for my new insurance provider to approve me to move up to the 5 milligram. I may have to go back to the 2.5, just depending on what they say, which is absolutely fine with me. I've had great results on the 2.5. Definitely wouldn't mind staying there, but I'm supposed to move up to the 5 milligrams. So I'm currently waiting on that. And so hopefully I won't have to go too much longer without a shot. I did have to skip my injection last week because I was waiting. And so again, what the doctor said was if I wait too long, I will have to go back to the 2.5, which again, I'm perfectly okay with. But I've been following a lot of people's journeys. Again, if you are on a GLP-1 journey, to first of all improve your health, and second of all maybe lose some weight in the process, definitely make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button and that subscribe button, and I will make sure to do the same. That is it for this video, you all. I will give you all another update on month 2. Again, hopefully I'm able to get back on my shot here pretty quickly so that I can keep the weeks rolling, keep the weight off. And I believe I have some blood work scheduled for sometime this month as well. So hopefully I will be able to see the progress that I've made with my A1C and some of my other numbers as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Again, if you are on a similar journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will make sure to do the same. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.